Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is only and only going to be about color correcting. So without any further ado, let's quickly begin. Now the first most important step before applying any makeup or before applying the color corrector is moisturizer. So here I'm using the Laneige moisturizer. It is amazing. This moisturizer is really like magic. It is water based, which is why I really love it. So people with extremely dry skin will really benefit from this moisturizer. They also have a moisturizer for oily skin people, so you can go and check it out. And the fragrance of this moisturizer is so good. You can even go ahead and use a primer after using the moisturizer if your skin feels really dry. Next, I'm using this color correcting palette by Nykaa, and I'm going in with the peach color. Now this peach corrector is used for lighter skin tones, and it covers dark circles, pigmentation, acne scars, and even brightens up the area of your face. So in short, if you have a lighter skin tone and if you have dark circles and pigmentation, you can use this peach corrector. Now this orange corrector pretty much does the same thing. The only difference is that orange correctors are used on darker skin tones. It pretty much does the same work. It hides your dark circles, your pigmentation, your acne marks. It does all of that work, but just on darker skin tones. I'm applying this peach color corrector to cover my dark circles. In my earlier video, I had used the orange color corrector, but then later I realized that this peach color corrector works best on me. Now after you've applied the corrector with a brush, use your finger to kind of blend the product. You can even use a beauty blender, but beauty blender tends to absorb most of the product. But if you're not comfortable using your finger and if you want to use a blender, you can go ahead. When you're covering your dark circles with the product, don't forget to cover your eyelids as well, because then it's going to be like just your dark circles are covered but your eyelids are still kind of brown. Now if you have slight pigmentation around your mouth, you can use the corrector over there as well, but if you don't, you can definitely skip this step. I have very light pigmentation around my mouth, which is why I'm using the same peach corrector here. Whenever you are dealing with color correctors, you have to be very patient and very tidy with your work. I'm saying this because now here I'm using the peach corrector, so you can't really see it on my face. But if you're dealing with an orange color corrector, for example, if you don't blend it well, it will be seen through your foundation. Now, if you have acne and if you want to cover that acne, the best thing you can use is a green corrector. Now just to tell you briefly, a green corrector is used to hide any acne marks or any sort of acne that you have on your face. Also, if there are any sort of red undertones or any red areas on your face, you can use this green corrector to cover that as well. Now this green corrector is super pigmented, so make sure to not use extra amount of this corrector. Just use it light-handedly first. And like I said, blend it very well. Now next, I'm using this yellow color corrector. It's already been shown here what this yellow color corrector does, but to tell you briefly, you can use it to highlight the areas of your face, for example your cheekbones. You can even use it on your forehead, like in the center of your forehead, just to brighten it up a little. Now some people have these bluish veins visible under their eyes, so you can even use this yellow corrector to hide those.
Just blend, okay? Don't forget to blend very well. Otherwise you'll end up looking like a joker. I'm sorry, but yes.
Next, I'm using the same peach corrector on my forehead. Since you can see I have like these tan marks. So if you have something similar like this, you can use a peach corrector. If you have a darker skin tone, you can use an orange corrector. Now this is the lavender color corrector. It covers any sort of yellow undertones that you have on your face, and again, just like the yellow corrector, it brightens up certain areas of your face. Now there is no need for you to actually use it, but you can, I mean, if you just want to brighten up some areas of your face, you can use it. Now if you notice, I'm not using too much product on my face, because if you if you watch me and you tend to do the same thing, and if you are a beginner at this, you may just tend to mess up a little if you're using it for the first time. But if you are really a pro at it, you can definitely use more product. Now, after you are done using all the correctors, it is very important to set those correctors with a powder or a compact. This is done only in order to prevent the color corrector from mixing with your foundation. So there is like one layer of a powder over the corrector, so when you use a foundation over your face, it won't get mixed with the foundation. Also, don't use too much of compact on your face, because you will be applying a foundation, and if you use too much of compact, your foundation is going to look cakey. Next, I'm using my L'Oreal foundation. Now I'm not going to use a concealer after I'm done using my foundation, but you can definitely use one if you want to. The only reason I'm not using a concealer is because I've already used a peach corrector earlier, which actually has acted like a concealer for my skin. But if you have used an orange corrector for your skin, I think after a foundation it is a must for you to use a concealer. Now whenever you're using a foundation, don't forget to use it on your neck and your ears also, because it's going to look very uneven then. Now after your foundation and concealer, it is very important for you to set your face with a compact. Now since I had pretty much used all the correctors from the palette except the orange one, I thought of using the contour shade as well. So I'm just using this to show you how this contour shade actually works from this particular palette. Now if you're using this contour shade with your finger or with a brush on your face, I'd suggest you to use a blender to blend it well, because this is a darker shade and you're not going to use any foundation or concealer over the contour. So it's best if you blend it very well with a beauty blender, just to avoid any uneven contouring. Now this is like the final step of using your color correcting palette. After these steps, you are free to use any blush, any highlighter, or do any eye makeup of your choice. So I'm just going to skip those steps and directly show you the result. This is my final result. I've only applied a lipstick, very little blush and an eyeliner. I hope you've learned at least something from this video. But if at all you have any questions, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. I hope you liked my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.